Today, Emmy and I are doing a spiced ratatouille. It's a twist on the classic, so if you like the classic, you can also follow our recipe and just tweak a little bit and we'll tell you when. So I'm going to start by chopping 2 red onions. We've chosen red because they look prettier, but you can use white as well.
Any onions you've got.
And I'm just roughly chopping them. You want to keep the chunks nice and big.
And I'm going to chop a red pepper and then some garlic.
Main veg that we've got in here is pepper, tomatoes, courgette and aubergine. And then we've got our onion, obviously, and the garlic. And then it's about seasoning. So we've chosen paprika and fresh chilies.
So I've got my red pepper chopped and I'm just going to grate about 2 to 3 cloves of garlic.
So I'm going to turn a pan on a medium heat and we're going to basically keep it quite gentle. And I'm going to dissolve a little bit of bertolli with butter and olive oil, which is perfect for this recipe. The olive oil in it will stop it from burning and the butter will give it a gorgeous silky flavour, which is just lush. So nice knob in your pan, medium heat. So when that's nice and melted, we're going to throw in our first bits of veg, which is our pepper, onions and the garlic. And that's going to be coated with that lovely bertolli with butter and olive oil. And then we're going to throw in a teaspoon of sugar and that's going to cut through the acidity. Just take that garlic. I'm just bashing it around a bit because I just roughly chopped my onion. Just make sure they're all separate. Garlic's in, make sure it's all coated with that bertolli with butter and olive oil. So that they cook beautifully. Teaspoon of sugar and then we're going to put a lid on so that it sweats and all the juices stay in.
While Mick's finishing up with the aubergine, I'm just going to quarter 4 tomatoes.
What about these chilies then? 1 green, 2 red?
Sure.
We're going to take the seeds out, so that'll take out a lot of the heat and the membrane, and then just finely slice them. It's the membrane that's meant to be where the heat is. In fact, apparently, there's no heat on the outside of that. Apparently you can put that in your mouth and you shouldn't get any heat. It's the oil, I think, that comes from when you've cut it. No, totally fine.
So it does look like quite a lot of ingredients that we've got here, but as it cooks, it does reduce down. And we like doing our recipes in kind of bigger batches, and we're going to have some great tips at the end of this video as to what we do with our ratatouille. Yeah. So the peppers and the onions are ready now, and we can add in the rest of the veggies. Okay, and then we're just going to add like a teaspoon of paprika and season with salt and pepper, and that really is to your own taste.
That needs to go under the lid for about 30 minutes, just medium to low heat. You just want it all infusing together, but good news is your job's done. So let's have a little look. Oh, look at that. You can see it's really reduced down now. It's got that lovely rich deep red colour. And that's good to go. That's been bubbling for about, what, 30 minutes,
Yeah,
do you reckon?
30 minutes. Gonna get some fresh basil to just stir in.
Now, as he said, this dish is super versatile. You can do so many things with it. You can have it with rice with a bit of sour cream. It's got that chilli in it. You could leave the chilli out. You can have it over jacket potatoes with kids, with a roast as a great side accompaniment.
Blitz it as a pasta sauce with lots of hidden veggies that your kids will never know about.
But one of my favourite ways is to have it with bread. So we've got some bread here, which we're going to toast. I think my preference is to do like a hot bruschetta, and then you drizzle olive oil, a bit of garlic over it, and then put your toppings on. But I've got bertolli with butter and olive oil, and what's brilliant about that is I'm going to melt some. I'm going to do exactly what I would do with olive oil, but because that's got butter and olive oil, it's going to have that extra rich flavour added to my bruschetta. So traditionally in a bruschetta, you would scrape that with some garlic. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm literally going to bash it. I've got this melted bertolli with butter and olive oil, so I've got the lashings of olive oil effect, but also that rich taste from the butter.
Dip it in all the juices as well. So yummy.
You hear that crunch? So if you want the full recipe, quantities and everything, just go to versatility.co.uk or tell us what you think. Leave your comments. We'd love to know how you eat your ratatouille.